So in the era of the fitness industry that overcomplicates every exercise and analyzes everything within to an inch of its life, in content done by experts who never did any of the stuff that they're telling you you must do, you will get a 45-minute video that will mainly act to confuse you, to complicate things, to make life harder. They are not there to help you. They are there to keep you confused and keep you watching for the next secret. Well, that's not who I am. And as anybody who's been following the Mike Israetel kerfuffle has realized, I'm right. And I have been all along. So what I'm going to do is take some videos that normally I only put in my Facebook group, because honestly, they're the only ones I care about. But I'm going to take those, some very basic technique things that I've learned over the years that actually work, that will help you actually get better results, because when people have done them, they get better results. But importantly, none of it's overcomplicated. None of it is moronic exercise advice involving fucking joint angles like the shit from Kasem over at N1. It is basic biomechanics and applied lifting techniques that will help you get better results by better targeting the muscle. And more importantly, I'll do it all in just a few minutes with each video. Because here's a good rule, guys. If you understand something, truly understand it, you can explain it simply. When you watch a video by one of these talking heads that's getting into joint angles and resultant torques and all that shit that I could absolutely bore you with, it's because they don't understand it. They're trying to get a 30-minute YouTube video to work the algorithm. I'm here to help. Try these techniques. They're easy, they're quick, and they work. And then you can come back to the comment section and go, hey, you know what, Lyle? I wish I'd listened to you years ago. But you'll know to listen to me now. Let me make it real clear. Everything I'm going to do in this series of videos is for hypertrophy. It's not to do with performance. It's not for powerlifting. That's a completely different thing. This is specifically for muscle hypertrophy. Let's get started. So let me kick this series off with possibly one of the more important technique videos I've ever done. Now, I wrote an article about this on my website years ago called Benching with the Pecs. Because let's face it, when people do bench press movements, many machine chest press movements, they don't feel it in their pecs. And I think this is a big reason why people will do all the bench press, basically to impress their buddies and as much as anybody cares, and, you know, train their egos. And then they'll have to go do like pec deck and cable crossbar and flies because they actually feel their pecs on that. But a technique I learned, I figured this out in like the mid-90s when I was personal training, and this is how I taught the bench. And let me reiterate, this is for hypertrophy. For powerlifting, nothing I'm going to talk about applies. That is a completely different thing. So please, no moron comments in the comments section. Should I do this as a powerlifter? This is for hypertrophy. Also, when I say benching with the pecs, that means any compound chest movement. It could be a barbell bench press, dumbbell bench press, machine chest press, also any angle, hammer incline chest press, decline chest press, like whatever. Anything that is a compound chest pressing movement, regardless of the machine, the device, cables, dumbbells, cats, angles, I don't care. The same techniques apply. Because I can take anyone, I can take any of you who's been bench pressing for 20 years and never felt your pecs, and in 2 minutes, I can teach you how to utilize your pecs during a bench press. And while maybe they're out there since that time, in God, 30 years, I have never seen anyone else in the fitness industry talk about this, or explain this, or show how this is done. They're so fixated on minutia that they miss the basics. So let's start with that. Benching with the pecs. Here we go. All right, folks, since it just came up in the group and I'm tired of explaining this, and I know it's buried in a video, here's how you press and keep your shoulders blades back and use your pecs. Okay, here's how most people bench. They push, right? They push. See what happens to my shoulders? They push. Even if they start with their shoulder blades back, they think, push. And they roll their shoulders forward. And invariably they report going, I don't feel my pecs working, but I feel my shoulders and triceps. Here's what the pecs do. The pecs are here, right? They horizontally adduct the upper arm, right? Like when you're doing a pec deck,
right? See what I'm doing? Can you see my pecs actually pumping up? Yeah, I can do it too, right? That's what the pecs do.
Quick note, I realize that the pecs are fan-shaped and have movements that way, straight, low to high. It's still horizontal adduction in different angles. Pedants, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about.
The pecs don't do that. They pull the arms across the body. Now, pec deck, watch my upper arm. Bench press, it's doing the same thing because the pecs do the same thing, right? So here's how you learn to bench with the pecs and keep your shoulder blades back. Here's what I want you to do. Take a hand, put it on the opposite pec, bring the arm up, do a pec deck movement, right? You'll feel your pec. Can you see it pumping up underneath my hand, right? Now, after you do a few reps of that, bend the elbow and do the same thing. Pull across. Don't press. That's shoulders and triceps. Pull across. See how my pecs still pop up? It's the same thing. Now watch from the side, right? Shoulder blades are back. Press. Shoulder blades are back, right? Even without a bench, my shoulder blades stay back. Bend at the elbow. Pull across. My shoulder blades don't move because I'm not doing that, right? Pec deck, bend the elbow, boom.
Okay, now you're at the gym. If you want to practice that drill again, do it. There might even be some logic to doing a set of pec deck first to kind of, I don't know, potentiate, prime, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that movement, but whatever. Get on the machine chest press or whatever you're doing and first do that drill a few times. Then do what I'm going to describe now.
Take about 10-20% off the bar or the machine or whatever. Your shoulder blades lock back. Hard. Pinch them. The weight should keep your shoulder blades back. And focus on pull. Right? Not push. Pull.
I mean pulling the elbows across the body. When I shot the original video for my Facebook group, I was just angry and shooting quickly. Push. Pull the elbows across. See the difference? Push. Pull the elbows across.
Because your elbows will straighten no matter what. You don't even have to think about them. Elbows across. Done.
And there, in an approximately 3-minute video, I taught you more about optimal hypertrophy training for the pecs using compound bench movements than any of these other talking heads have ever done in their endless, tedious, biomechanical, masturbatory videos. Because I'm good at what I do. They're good at keeping you confused. See you next time. Okay, although it is unrelated to this video, let me remind everyone that through the month of December, you can use the coupon code Mike Has No Pro Card at my store, store.bodyrecomposition.com. You can see it on the screen. It's in the notes. 15% off any of my products. That includes my books. That includes consultations if you want me to tell you how to live your life. It will stack with the multi-product discount. It will not stack with any other coupons. Coupon code Mike Has No Pro Card. 15% off everything at my store until December 31st. So get it while the getting's good. For the record, on these videos, I do not read the comments. I do not respond to comments. I do not care about the comments. I don't care if they're good, bad. If you've got a question, tough. I'll never see it. You can send it to me at questions@bodyrecomposition, but let me be straight. With 99.9% certainty, I won't open it, I won't read it, and I won't respond to it. If you want to get a response, join my Facebook group. There I'll answer questions. But I don't care about comments on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere else. Like I said, like me, hate me, think I'm a moron. I don't. It's all good. I'm not here to be liked or hated or whatever. I'm here to be right. And I am. That's all.